All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Completes it to his running back, Zach Moss. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Brown has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the 16. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Throwing from the gun. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10, looking to throw. Doesn't make the connection. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. He'll get this complete to Chubb. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They put a receiver in motion here left. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He'll throw it. Catch made by Austin. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll throw it again. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll be right back to Cincinnati after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. They've got a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Back to throw. This finds Austin complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Chubb brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
finish off their opening drive. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Steelers, they're gonna have it. And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Austin's there to haul it in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hits him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's It's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
So we've reached that 2-minute warning. The Bengals trailing in the early going. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Richardson on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Steelers will take over possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. It's into the hands of Chubb. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Slot man motioned over. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds a man, right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Throwing now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Dicker connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one is good.